Hi everyone. It's been a while since I created a demo video. We found a few unexpected issues, and that created some uncertainty in our timeline. I decided to pause on making the videos for a few months while we worked through it. We've made some progress, and it seemed like the right time to start sharing some videos again. As the software person, I often want to show the latest thing I've added or changed, but at the moment, I am optimizing audio processing algorithms, and this does not make for amazing video content. I saw a really nice video explaining some approaches to enclosure design, and inspired me to make a video focused on the hardware. Groc started out as the concept of my friend Paul Evans. Right away, he had a similar form factor and layout in mind, as you can see in these renderings. And from the first time Paul explained the concept to me, he described his idea to use an encoder with an integrated push button and LED to make patch connections. Before any prototyping was done or lines of code were written, he imagined making virtual patch connections from modulation sources like LFOs, envelopes, and macros to any destination parameter by just holding down the destination encoder to enter a patching mode, where encoders then act as source and destination ports. Today, I'd like to show you some of Groc's components in more detail. I mentioned that the design concept was inspired in large part by these encoders that light up and have a push button. Paul designed custom knobs to fit over the top. For the first prototypes, we 3D printed them, but because each Groc has 18 of them, we have had a mold made so that we can use injection molding for production units. This is one of the injection molded parts. It feels a lot better than the originals we had. The first step to taking it apart is to pull off all the knobs so you can see the clear encoder shafts. The enclosure is made from 2 pieces of aluminum. We've had the same tooling partner create dies for productions of the enclosure tops and bottoms. The top is powder coated, this lovely yellow, and the screen printing is added. We first tried anodized aluminum and had a plan for 2 text colors, as you can see in this rendering. But the text didn't come out very well on the first we made, and they were a bit too gold. Yeah, they were gold. So we, initially had a little bit more of an orangey looking hue. This is coming out a little bit yellower, but I like it. We've since learned, I won't try to pronounce it in a different way, that Groc is Catalan for yellow. So with the increasing prevalence of the Groc term associated with a person I shall not name, I like yellow as an interpretation of the word. We'd like to try the 2 colors again. I think that was a really nice way to distinguish the rows. And I also have in mind a few adjustments to encoder functionality. So you can expect to see a little bit more iteration on the screen printing. But the 2 aluminum pieces are, we think, pretty much finalized. In order to take them apart, there are normally 6 screws on the back and then 4 rubber feet. I haven't put the feet in on this one, and I've removed the 6 screws. We can carefully take the pieces apart. There we go. So here's the bottom. You can see all the printing on the ports. Maybe just a couple adjustments there, but probably not too much. It fits very nicely into the top. Let me show that. These, Paul has let me know, are called PEM fasteners. These are essentially pushed into the aluminum top during the process. The very first ones we made, you could see little indents where that happened, so they've improved that. Also, the powder coating helps that. That was part of the decision there. If we take the 2 pieces of the enclosure, fit together with this beautiful bend. Fits nice and tight, and then you can see we just have the hole for the display. As I have it turned over, you can see the custom board with the Raspberry Pi compute module. Take that off. You can see that just seats onto these board-to-board connectors. On the front, you can see the 18 encoders, toggle switches. Currently, these encoders are all detented. They do make the same encoder without the detent, so we're gonna probably try that out and see what we think. Here you can see the touch display. This is just attached via a ribbon cable over to the back. and then has its own board. So this is really just Linux friendly touch display. So yeah, it's definitely like a very DIY friendly build. I won't go into detail on the components, but you can see in addition to those that I've mentioned, we have a lot of TRS jacks for the audio, MIDI, and control, the USB port, and on the back, to support that, there are things like an audio codec and ADC for the controls and an LED driver and chips to interpret the encoder twists and pushes and communicate those to the Pi. Well, that's about all I wanted to cover for now. I'll add some more detailed functionality demos with the latest software updates really soon. Thanks so much for your attention, and a huge thanks to everyone that's already pre-ordered a Groc. We'll send an update on the timeline really soon, and we really appreciate the enthusiasm and all of the contacts that we get from folks. So keep it up, and we'll keep letting you know where we are and keep showing more functions as we go.